Hello everyone, my name is Angela Zabel. I am a teacher, coach, and medium. Today I'd like to talk about the changes that are happening in our world, the changes with people, society as a whole, and how you can navigate through those changes. Understanding some things that may be coming up for you in your personal life. So, the first thing I want to talk about is this is a time of changing energy. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but there's a lot of crazy going on in the world. If you haven't noticed it, great job. So with that, I just want to go over a few of the things that you may be encountering during this time. So one of the main thing is, this is a time to release. So if you have fear, if you are angry, if you are holding resentment, if you are holding victimhood, all of those feelings, resentments, angers, any fears, this is the time to examine them and release them and let them go. There's a reason for that. There's a lot of things that I think are coming up for people at this point. A lot of discourse, a lot of anger. And that's because things are purposely being brought out in this time to be examined. Because if you don't examine them, what happens is, and release, that's key, what happens is at that point you get more fearful, more angry, more resentful, and you replay over and over and over any victimhood aspects in your life. And that is on purpose at this time, so you see it. You can see what you don't want in your life going forward. And that is what this time is all about. So if someone is really angry about something, because of the changing energies, they're going to get caught up into more and more and more anger. If they are resentful of what somebody else has, say they feel like they can't get it themselves, so they feel resentful for someone else, like they're taking it away from them. They're not. What that is it's showing them that they're not believing in themselves enough to see that they are capable of accomplishing and achieving what they want on their own, instead of feeling like somebody took something away from them. So this is all about you yourself, examining everything you believe that could be holding you back. And today I had to draw a card. I said, give me something to clarify what this time is about. And they brought me this card. And I'm going to see if I can get it in there. So it is the autumn equinox, which is our next shift in the equinox line. But the biggest thing with this one, the key word on this card is release. You need to release the anger, or you're going to get more angry. You need to release the resentment, or you're going to get more resentful. So all of those things are for ourselves. But one thing you need to realize is, as we go through this change, if you have people in your lives who are angry, resentful, fall into victimhood, if they try to do whatever they can to come into your life to bring you down, those people are going to get worse. Unless they themselves change, they are going to fall into that energy more and more and more. So even things that you see a little bit of before are going to be amplified. So you have to be aware and realize that you will be dealing with people who may have been, maybe bugged you a little bit before with their behavior, with their words. Those behaviors and those words are now going to amplify. To an extent, you may not even recognize what is going on with those people. And that is what we need to understand. Don't think the whole world is going crazy, because they're not. You're concentrating on the people who are going a little bit bonkers. But that's because they cannot release that which they are dealing with. So how do you deal with someone who is going through those aspects where they are getting more and more crazy, more and more resentful, more and more angry? The biggest thing for you to do is to step back. You need to distance yourself from those people. You need to not let it affect you in your time and your space. Kind of think of it as your space is your own personal home that's all around you all the time. It's a tiny home, because you're tiny, right? And their personal space is their own tiny home. Now, a tiny home cannot fit inside of another tiny home. You can look at it, you can observe it, just as you can look at them, you can see them, you can observe them, but you don't invite them into your tiny home. That also means you don't keep watching for them to arrive at your door. It means you have to literally almost wipe the slate clean of realizing that what they do and what they say will not affect you personally. Because there's a lot of other people in this world who are not crazy. I may be a little bit, but that's okay. But there's a lot of people out there who are not crazy, who are being the voice of reason. So recognize that and put yourself in that aspect. Because if you look behind me, all behind me, you're going to see a multitude of different flowers. Each one unique, each one special, and each one with their own inner beauty. And that's how you need to look at the people of the world. Each one is unique. Each one is special. Each one has their own place. And sometimes those people that drive you a little nuts are there to help you realize that you are your own unique person and do not need to have others affect you. As you see, there are separate groups of all different flowers. Each one blooms and blossoms on their own. Together, they create a beautiful tapestry. As do you. You are a part of this beautiful tapestry. You choose how you want to bloom, how you want to shine. And when you see things that you don't like, it means look within yourself. Do you see some aspect of that behavior in yourself? Are you drawing it in some way? This takes a little introspection. But once you realize it, once you recognize it, you have now freed yourself to be able to release that which has been holding you back. And you need to not come down on yourself for recognizing a pattern within yourself. Instead, you need to celebrate that you have recognized the pattern and now you can release it. So what if it took you 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years to recognize it? It doesn't matter. What matters is you recognize it and you release it and you let it go, because every single day is a new moment in your history, in your time, and you can change how you react or how you don't react to those around you. The choice is yours. And with that, I hope all of you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you get notified when I upload a new video. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram 3 to 5 times a week. And you can check out my website at angelazabel.com. With that, I hope all of you have an amazing day.